Hello and welcome. My name is Dr. John Mason. I'm with Masters of the Journey, and tonight I have Ayesha Ashley with me. And she wants to do a presentation that I think you're going to find really amazing and very, very useful. The title of it is Eliminating Painful Memories. And she's talking about visual memories from your past history that may be traumatic or may have gotten in the way. And she's going to give us some skills from NLP so that we can minimize or eliminate the impact that they have on our lives. So, welcome, Ayesha.
Hi there, John. I'm glad to be here.
Glad that you're here. And I'm going to kind of turn the meeting over, and I'm just going to be the subject of
Yeah,
I'll be the example for people.
you're the
Okay.
example. You're right.
Okay. It's all yours.
All right. Well, we often find that we have memories from our life. The memories come sometimes auditorily, and we talked about that last time. But many memories are visual. We see an accident. We see somebody's angry face in front of us. We have a memory that starts off as a visual. So, and some of these can be very upsetting and disturbing, and we don't need them. We need to put them into a place where we don't get bothered by them anymore. And there is an NLP technique which enables you to do this. Now, it's got 10 steps, but it makes big sense. We'll just go through it more than once so that you get a sense of it. And I'll hold up the steps so you can copy them down. Okay?
Oh, good.
All right. So step one, find a memory that is, not your worst traumatic memory, but just maybe an embarrassing situation or something. Just bring up the memory you have of that situation and let me know when you got it, John. Good.
Yeah, because you coached me beforehand. I have a memory.
Good. You don't have to tell us about it. All right. So you can see the memory in front of you?
Yeah.
Is it a moving picture? It's an event where the scene is moving? All right. Yeah. So and show me how big it is in front of you. Show me how big that picture is. Okay. Yeah. Okay. That's about a good size to work with. Yeah. You don't want it to be huge, so you're overwhelmed. So you got it in front of you. Is it a moving picture because it's a record of an event? Does it move?
It was an interaction with somebody. Yes.
Okay. So now what I want you to do, freeze it. So it's like a still picture. Mm-hmm. You got it frozen? Good. So now the next question is the picture in color? Because it's a memory of a real life situation. So what I want you to do is look at the picture and make it black and white.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Got it?
Yep.
Good. How big is it in front of your face? Good. Just make it a little smaller. Can you cut it down so it's smaller? Maybe like 4x4 or something like that. See it? Good. So now the picture is small and it's black and white. Am I right?
Yes.
Good. Now, what I want you to do is take your dominant hand. I think you're a righty. Yeah. Take the picture by the side and move it away at arm's length. So you're looking at it at arm's length, like your arm is a half a mile long. So it's much smaller now, right?
My arm? Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Now, instead of it being black and white, I want you to make it sepia. You know, those shades of tan and brown. So now the picture, instead of being black and white, it's sepia. So it's kind of not as clear. See it?
Yes.
All right. So the image is not terribly distinct now, right? It's kind of, bleh, yeah. Now, take that image in your dominant hand It's sort of indistinct. It hardly means anything, and all the color is out of it, right? Put it back in your brain where your third grade notebooks are. Back in your brain. Just move it. Boom. It's gone.
Well, there's not much in my brain, so it's probably just rattling around in a big void, just a big dark void. Okay, that was a joke.
Does the picture come back if I ask you to make, don't try hard, but does it come back easily to you now?
It's a little sticky, you know, it doesn't leap right out like it did when we first talked about it.
Good, because you want to get it to where it doesn't, you want to banish it from your memory. You don't need that. So let's go through the steps again. So same picture, bring it out. It's much smaller and sepia, right? Bring it out and look at it, small and sepia. Move it far away so it's even more indistinct, right? It's kind of pretty indistinguishable now, right? Same picture.
Getting small. Yeah.
Yeah. Move it around with your right hand and put it in with your third grade notebooks in your brain, wherever they are. Good, it's gone. Probably if you want to bring it back, you'd have to work pretty hard to bring that picture back.
I'd have to think about it. Yes, it doesn't just pop right up.
Right. And so that's the way we do this, because I don't know about you, but I have times when I think about something like an argument or some kind of unfortunate thing that happened, and I get into cringe mode. I get, it's upsetting. It's kind of a kind of smack in the teeth, and we don't need this. We need to just get rid of those pictures so we're not being bombarded by these memories. And there are some people who have recurring pictures that are upsetting. Let's get rid of those suckers. So let's go through the steps again. Now, I hope you can see this. Can you read these instructions?
Yes, bring up the memory. If it's a movie, freeze it. In color, make it black and white. Large, reduce the size. Hold in the dominant hand. Move it to arm's length, small now. Black and white, then turn it to sepia. Image indistinct now. Place it in the back of your head with your third grade notes, and then you're done.
Yep, right. So let's try another one. This is so easy. You could get rid of 4 or 5 niggling, pictures that are upsetting to you. You could do it in a 5-minute session. So do you have another one of these that comes up now? We all have more than one moment that was embarrassing.
Well, to be honest, this wasn't an embarrassing moment for me. It was a very upsetting moment. And
well,
I do have another picture of an upsetting moment because I don't embarrass all that easily.
Okay, well, it's your
my
choice.
my wife got embarrassed by some of the things that I did, but she's not around anymore. So
right. Well, but this is for you to eliminate the pictures that come into your mind that make you cringe, that just don't feel good. And we don't need that. We have enough to deal with. So just reach in and find another picture that fills that description of a picture that is, one that you could easily do without. Have you got it? Okay. Is it a moving picture? So usually we remember events, they're moving, right? So if it's moving, freeze it. If it's in color, make it black and white. Can you show me with your hands how big it is? Okay, good. So just make the size a little smaller. Take it with your dominant hand and put that picture at arm's length. Now it's in black and white, right? It's like an old black and white picture. So now you're going to make it sepia, shades of tan, right? So it's pretty indistinct at arm's length, isn't it? It's the size of an index card.
Mm-hmm.
So it's pretty indistinct, and it doesn't have quite the same pow, right? Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, just with your dominant hand, move that indistinct sepia picture back in your brain and put it with your third grade notebooks. Boom. You're done. If you try to bring it back, see what happens. You'd have to take some effort, I think. Okay, which means that you're probably not going to get that picture spontaneously the way they usually come up. You know, you're doing something and you get this picture and you're going, where did that come from?
Right.
Right? That shouldn't happen because you have filed it away deep in your brain.
Okay.
Right? Well, that's the whole procedure.
Why don't you hold up the outline on how to do that, and people can freeze their frame and write this down if they want to pause their frame while they're watching the video.
How's this? Can you see it?
Yeah, everything but the 10th one. Then it's done.
Yeah, it just says it's done. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, if
you only need 9 of them. Once you
right.
put it in the back of your brain, it's done.
Okay. So if they paused the video, then they can take their time and write it all down.
You
Okay.
bet.
Good. Thank you.
I mean, this doesn't even take that long, not to explain it and not to do it.
Right. Okay.
So the beautiful part of this is we all have memories like this that come up, and we really don't need to relive them. So this is a way of cleaning out that garbage can of memories that make us unhappy, even a small amount unhappy. We don't
Good.
need them.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, you've outlined it pretty well, and we've gone through it twice. I think everybody has seen the outline or taken it off pause, so we can finish up now.
You bet. And it would be great to hear comments from people about how this was useful to them or in what way they would need clarification. And NLP is pretty magical, as you can see.
We'll put some information in the description below the video, and then people can add comments. And I'm sure that you can read the comments, and we can kind of figure out if we want to get back to people about that, or you can give me information about how people can get in touch with you.
Yep. Well, they can always call me, you know. You have my phone number on there, I think.
Okay. If you want me to, I'll put your phone number in the description down near the bottom.
Yep. And the steps are pretty easy. I mean, basically, you're taking an image that was lifelike. It's in moving color. It's vivid. It's a memory you remember with some emotion. You freeze it. You black and white it. You put it far away from you. Turn it sepia so it's kind of unclear. And then you just put it away where you'll never find it again.
Thank you. This was a good 13 minutes worth of information.
Yep. My pleasure.
And again, Ayesha Ashley, and it's Eliminating Painful Memories. And I'm Dr. John Mason with Masters of the Journey. And you can look for more videos, excuse me, by Ayesha at our channel on YouTube. Thank you so much, Ayesha.
Oh, my pleasure. Have a great.